Hi, I'm Bob Levine. I'm president of Zistos Corporation, and I'm here today with John Kennedy, one of the principal engineers, to discuss some of the issues with regard to our design. John, one of the things that keeps coming up in our discussion about our products is people keep asking us why we don't use wireless technology in our tactical surveillance products.
Right, there are many factors that go into designing a tactical system to be both safe and reliable. And one of those is knowing when and when not to use wireless video. We do not use wireless video here because they're subject to many problems. The biggest problem is that it's susceptible to interference. These days the airwaves are very crowded. We have Wi-Fi routers everywhere, Bluetooth, cell towers, cell phones, all competing for the same airspace. And that's why we stick with wires, guaranteed to work 100% of the time.
What about detection, John? How easy is it to remotely detect the use of these wireless transmitters?
Well, that's another problem with wireless video. Today you can go on the internet and for $15 you can buy a little device that'll tell you the presence of wireless video. Or you could buy a more sophisticated device like this. Here we have an example of an RF detector that we purchased off the internet, and as you can see it's just a module that plugs into the side of the iPhone, comes with that application program which is reporting what's happening in the airwaves. We're going to turn on a transmitter that's typically used in the tactical industry and show you what happens to the screen. It's like a night and day, showing you that wireless transmission is in the area.
What about the security of a wireless transmission? How secure are they?
Yeah, the third problem with wireless video is that it's very easy to intercept. You can buy a device on the internet that'll scan RF airwaves and look for any video. News crews can record it to play it back later. They can broadcast it live on TV.
Another issue that keeps coming up that I hear talk about is the potential for using a wireless transmitter for a tactical surveillance tool as a remote RF trigger to detonate an IED and therefore, kill law enforcement and military personnel.
Those same RF detectors that I spoke about earlier can be fashioned to make a detonating device for an explosive. Just this past week, for a training exercise, we helped the police department, create such a device.
And this was easy for you to put together for them?
Very simple. It's just like two components off the internet for $30 each.
Are there any applications in tactical scenarios where wireless does make sense?
Yes, there are, and knowing when to use them is important. We don't use them in the handheld systems, but we will use them for the remote cameras.
Can you tell me, what is the downside of wires?
There's really very little. I mean, it does add a little extra weight, and some people might argue that it's a little cumbersome, but it really is just a single wire which exits the pole or camera and goes to your monitor. The plus side are tremendous. It is not subject to interference, it is not detectable, it cannot detonate a bomb, and it cannot be intercepted.
John, thank you very much for sharing your ideas on the design of the Zistos Tactical Surveillance System parameters and wireless video. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to give us a call. And if you'd like additional information, visit our website at www.zistos.com. Thank you very much for your time.